Yo, what is up, everybody? It is I, RageCage20 today. We are here with Arch Enemy, something new for the channel, but definitely not nothing new for me. Which is weird that I never got into Arch Enemy on this channel. It's always something that's like, oh yeah, I need to get there. It's always on the list. I just never got to it. So today we have The Eagle Flies Alone. Now my history with this band, I first discovered female-fronted singers that can scream like men singers can with one specific lady. And that was Lisa White. Gluzzin. Gluzz. You know how she does. Oh, that's the rhyme. I did not put it on that. Anyways, because it was Memento Mori. It's the first song I ever heard of female vocalist who could scream and had that vocal fry, which I was like sold on. Like, I was never that kind of person like, oh, this is a man's world, like women don't scream. Like, no. Like, first time I was always wanting a female screamer, but I could never find one. And then the Memento Mori cover just had the band, and I was like, if it's that lady who's singing right now, I am so sold and down. And yeah, it was, as you know, as I found out. So I was listening to The Agonist and Arch Enemy around the same time, and then all of a sudden, Angela, I always get her name wrong somehow. Angela was stepping down, and she, I think, handpicked it herself, wanted Elisa to replace her, and I was very happy for Elisa because she definitely deserved it. She's an amazing singer, and I love how she goes back and forth between clean vocals and harsh vocals, and the way she uses that musically is just so powerful and awesome. So yeah, I've only heard one Arch Enemy song with Elisa in it. I think that was War Eternal, I want to say. So it sounded good. I just really haven't checked out much from Arch Enemy. I've only listened to a few songs. I think mostly from Chaos Legion, I think is the album. Like obviously Yesterday is Dead and Gone, No Gods, No Masters. I think 2 or 3 other songs from that album. I remember. I would have to see the titles. And I think maybe one or 2 songs from a different album, but I haven't heard much from them. But whew, I'm excited. I am sure excited. The lyrics themselves, obviously, with the eagle flying alone, as eagles are, the lyrics have definitely given me a No God, No Master kind of vibe. But I'm very interested to see how Elisa changes it up. So, without further ado, let's see if the thing is correct. Wonderful. Let's bring it on down here. Arch Enemy, The Eagle Flies Alone. So yeah, imagery. Let's go. I do gotta say with that ending there, not instrumentally. We'll get to that visually. Whew, just that last chord though, whew, got me. I'm feeling a sort of way. Man, birds are definitely my favorite. I mean, do not get me wrong. I do love cats and dogs. Like, I love them to death. They're amazing. And I was just talking about this last video too, because there's animals in there too. I love animals. It's the thing. Um, hmm. So my brain went off on a brain train about horses and stuff like this. The whole thing. It was like, horses are alright, but I respect their power. Like, there's a lot about the animals that I respect. It's just how their body is set up. Human beings, like, if you work hard enough, you can get some pretty strong bands of musculature. Your muscles can get thick and corded and whatnot. It seems like there's a lot of natural predators and animals like horses, like larger cats, like lions and tigers and stuff like that just have these just fast, thick fucking muscles just by nature. I want to be crazy if humans had that, but I guess we adapted by creating ranged weaponry so that we could be at the top of the food chain. But by nature, like, humans are fragile and weak in comparison to just the thick corded muscles of like cats and dogs, man. Like, we had to become packed hunters to be able to survive, because in one-on-one battle we're fucked. But anyways, but no, birds in general, falcons are my favorite animal ever. I don't know if I've ever shared that before, but falcons are my favorite animal, because not only is the ability to fly awesome, and birds are just kind of beautiful, mystical creatures in their own right. But I appreciate, like, certain birds have certain associated intellectual qualities to them, I would feel. Because, like, obviously owls are usually referred to as wise. I don't know if that's true or not, but usually owls are seen as wise, wisdom-based creatures. And falcons and eagles are just so fucking intelligent. So not only are they flying skillful predators, but also they're insanely intelligent creatures at the same time. Like, I love that shit. That's why falcon's my favorite. But just seeing the layered feathers on the eagles, the way it kind of, on the back of that eagle, the way it just kind of works, it's almost like a shell in a way. Is really fascinating. Animals are just very interesting creatures. I love them. For the song itself, there's a thumbnail that's over here recommended for me. The charismatic voice, vocal analysis of "The Eagle Flies Alone" and wicked harsh vocals. I don't know if I heard anything, and I was like expecting like some crazy breakdown section in there, because I saw that right before I played the video. I didn't see it before I was getting it set up, but just right before I brought it up to full screen and stuff, I saw that over there. I was like, oh, I might be like, hey, wicked harsh vocals, there they are. But like, it was just kind of like standard harsh vocals, for at least I would say, I think. There was like a moment or two in there where I jotted down, like, she had this little bit of a gargle and gurgle kind of sound to her harsh vocals, but like, besides that, there's nothing that just straight up to me said like, oh, dude, harsh, like, no, crazy, almost like Will Ramos levels of harsh vocals in here. Like, no, that was insane. So like, I don't know if that was just a just to track the eyes and be like, oh fuck yeah, I want to watch that video or something. I don't know if it's clickbait or whatnot, but like, I mean, they were definitely harsh vocals, but like, I don't know if I'd say like wickedly harsh vocals. But what I really liked about this song is all the little things that added into it. Now, obviously, you have this imagery of an eagle. Obviously, very perceptive, hunting predators. But the fact that they're also usually, I don't know if they're, I mean, they hunt at least. I don't know if they're, I don't really know the lifestyle of an eagle, if they're solitude creatures, or if they live in like a pack or a family or whatever you would call that, a flock of eagles. Like a seagulls. Yeah, okay, you get it. I'm puns for days over here. But you know, at least when it's flying, it's usually very solitary creatures. So that imagery mixed with the imagery of someone flying alone, someone who refuses to let anything or anyone control their life and let them down, or bring them down, or try to conform them and whatnot. Just that imagery alone just has this kind of like proud nature to it, and I think some of the very open melodic lines being supported by these very resonating open chords from the other instruments and whatnot just kind of depicted that very well, and it just melded really well with the belting, screaming, harsh vocals of Elisa. That and the little intricacies that was put into the vocal line, like those chants, those like whisper yelled chants that popped in there during the chorus, as well as some of the beautiful harmonies in the first verse. I don't know if it came back in the second verse. I might have been distracted writing something or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, a lot of beautiful things there, both vocally and instrumentally, that just had a lot of nice little touches to it, and it was just some really gorgeous stuff there. Like definitely impressive work in this song. Now, I know I was recommended a different song, and I didn't remember until I was looking at all of them. But when I was looking through the songs, I want to see if I could find it here just so I don't mispronounce it. I'm sure I'll mispronounce it. That's a weird thumbnail from Rammstein there. I don't know why that's. I think it's like Handshake from Hell, right? That's the way it's put. I know it's Handshake and Hell is in there, but I don't know what the combining word is there. I don't know if it's from, with, to. I don't know what the connecting word is there, but I assume it's from. I was scrolling through, I saw that, I was like, that just sounds exciting. And then when I chose this one, I went and looked at what one was suggested by an amazing repeat watcher and commenter. You know who you are. You're amazing. I love you. And I love your support. I appreciate you, Brad. Keep doing you. I don't know if you want a shout out or not. I said this before and you didn't respond, so I imagine no. But I don't know. I don't want to put someone on the spot if they don't want it. But it was that video was what I assume he recommended, and I'm gonna get to it. If I do, next thing I do from Arch Enemy will definitely be that one, not including the one we're going to do after this one. It's not gonna be immediately after. I was right at the end of the other song. I do have Jonathan Young, another artist, and then we're coming back to Arch Enemy so soon. But that one will be with Angela. But the next anything we do from Arch Enemy after that, it's going to be that song. So now you know. But anyways, let's not waste any more time after I just stubbed my fucking finger that hurt. Let's get back into this. I got quite a few things written down here. A lot of little intricacies that were in there, and I enjoy that. I love stuff that I can really sift through and define and whatnot. I feel like a lot of the recent songs has been like not a lot of little beautiful juicy bits that is like kind of really bare bone in the last couple songs I've done. So like one of these ones I actually got to write out a bunch and really dive into is like fills me with joy. I just absolutely love it. Hold on, let me sip. We'll get my sip on real fast. Hold on. Bring it on down. Let's do this shit. So I gotta get my throat all lubricated up. You know how it goes. All right, I remember. So not only is the imagery of an eagle, but also the beautiful woodland landscape that it would be flying over from that like eagle view. Fucking gorgeous visually here. But the first things I have written down here before we get timestamps, two things here. I don't know what the other one is, but very soft, beautiful melodic opening riff. Love that. And interesting something. Don't know what the thing was that was interesting, but we'll find out. It looks like it starts with a D, but I don't know. So let's hear this. So beautiful. I also love the repeat in there. Not only the little runs, dun 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 dun, just some nice little beautiful stuff like that, but the dun 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 that's in there. It's very beautiful, little shake up. It's not all just a beautiful melodic solo line. It has some nice repeating rhythms in there as well. It's like really cool. A little dissonance in there. I say a little minorness in there. Let's repeat. Drop. That's what that D stands for. D-R-O-P. It looks like drug for a second, but no, that's a drop. Yeah, when we got to this part, I was just like, oh, here it comes. We're gonna get some hard, like a big fucking instrumental drop in here, right? And then like, it wasn't given to me. And then when it came in, it was not what I expected. That was very interesting. It delayed the drop too. So we definitely get that drop. Not what I expected. I expected it to be more like kind of crazier, like straight into like some heavier metal, just thrashing, just fast stuff. I expected it just to drop you into the hell zone, for sure. But like, it has the drop, and then this interesting like it's very interesting. Like again, we're building the anticipation again. Like I thought we were gonna drop right into it, but we kind of drop down and build again. Like very interesting effect right there. And then around 32 seconds we got some about the vocals. Oh yeah, question. I feel like there's this sound that comes in here after a few seconds from now, that it creates this pressure in the ears, and there's definitely a sound that creeps in. I don't know if it's instrumental and or keyboard and or production, or if it's like an open round like male harmony or something. I don't know, but let's listen for it. I like this riff. That right there, the door. Like it sounds like it's either just like maybe like a keyboard chord of door, or like some open medieval male choir. Door. I can't sing that low. You know, some like crazy orchestra stuff going on there. It's fucking cool. Very subtle, just creeps in at the bottom of your ears and just kind of hangs there. It's very interesting. Yeah, right here, as I took a guess when I wrote down when it switched to this nice riff change here, which is also really cool. I like how it's building off of each other. Now it's alteration. What's the word I'm looking for? I think it's the same. It's relatively the same opening riff, but just altered, and changed a little bit. But when I heard it, was like, this is gonna be the riff for the chorus, isn't it? They're introducing us to the chorus riff here. Like before the vocals come in. That's interesting. I think it is. We'll have to pay attention to that again. But I'm pretty sure it is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is the opening riff, just some alterations to it. I want to say transposed, but it's not technically not transposed because that would be the same thing, but just moved up or down and whatnot. I don't think it's a transposition, but can't find out. I can't really think of what the word is, but I'm gonna say alteration because you understand what I mean. Uh, and yeah, at this point, we had those male background vocals, those low tone male background vocals. I think around here, I'm pretty positive we get higher female background vocals that come in. Just nice stuff before we even get to the to Lisa's vocal lines. Just very nice intro here, very elongated, a whole minute in, and we haven't even got the vocals yet. And I like that, letting the music talk and just building all this stuff and just laying down the alterations and changes that opening riff, that opening motif is going through. That's going to become, again, I assume, the chorus riff, like just setting the whole stage for you before we get into it. I like this. I want to go even further. Let's get this again. Hear those? Like I hear some of these vocals. It's so soft and quiet, so buried under everything, but just this nice extra touch in there. It's very gorgeous. I guess this is some pretty harsh vocals. I think she's putting a little extra grit, a little extra growl, in her in that. What's the word? In her vocal fry there, like good stuff, good stuff. Let's see. So pretty much, throughout the verse here, obviously just these lower, very growly vocals she's got going on here, mixed with the harmony, her clean, I believe it was a clean harmony that comes in here and spices it up. Come on, man. Come on, man. I will not obey my life as my own. Brutal rules wish to enslave me. Slave. I like that little twist on that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. My own. Brutal rules wish to enslave me. Expose the lies that enrage me. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. Never try. Ooh, and that rise to it. It just like slowly like repeats and rises and then goes up. I want to say third and repeats it. Like, that's a beautiful combination of clean and harsh vocals harmonizing with each other. Sounds beautiful. And I mean, it says verse 2. I don't know. I usually argue with Genius on these, and I would just say it's part of verse 1. But, you know, whatever you want to call it, you're more than welcome to call it that. But in the first verse here, just good bars in just general. Like, when I was born, the seed was sown. I will not obey. My life is my own. First off, good rhyme scheme there. Like that. Battle those who wish to enslave me. Expose the lies that enrage me. Like, that's just bars, man. That's just bars. But coming in with I don't believe in heaven, I don't believe in hell, with that harmony though, I gotta hear that again. God damn. I obey my life as my own. Brutal rules wish to enslave me. Expose the lies that enrage me. I don't believe in heaven, I don't believe in hell. So, going off this rhyme scheme here, following this rhyme scheme here, enslave me, like rhyming me with me, but the word before it is different, but it starts the same with enslave, enrage. Like, that rhyme scheme's sick. I don't believe in hell, could not adjust well. Like, the rhyme schemes in here are also very tasty. But I love this anti-conformity lyricism we got here. Never joined the herd, could not adjust well. Slave and master, it's not for me. I choose my own path, set myself free. Again, that rhyme scheme continuing. It's just good stuff here. with spicing it up with these harmonies and stuff in here is just all the while you have this really cool riff going in the background. Like, this is good shit, man. Like, this is good shit here. Around 125, I don't remember how, but I remember all of a sudden it just explodes into the chorus. And it's fucking sick. So first off, I love that tss from the drums there. Very nice to kind of stop things, bring the instruments to a halt, and then just explodes out. And I'm pretty sure it's the word "I" that gets chanted in that like whisper scream, which is really cool. Whew. Anyways. Yeah, I would definitely agree that there's some nice harsh kind of gritty gargly vocals in here. Some definitely some that nice tasty gritty harsh vocals for sure. Yeah, okay. I guess I mean, I just wasn't paying attention. I guess I could agree with that statement. I think it's fair. Yeah, I want to hear this explosion again. Is there anything else that happens in the chorus that I need to pay attention to besides the riff, which I want to definitely check out? Is the opening riff, the chant, right, riff. I don't know what those are supposed to be, but yeah, I think we get even lower and grittier with the vocals at one point in there. So let's inspect all that with this explosive chorus intro. Oh, yeah, I should say. I like the outfit she's got on. I mean, the tassels are fine. Obviously the like wings and whatnot. Like, I get the visual symmetry there, but I just like the first off the hood in general. But the fact that it just rests on the shoulders. It comes down like this, like a jacket and whatnot. That's just with just like a short half jacket with a hood. That's pretty cool. I like that. The video is set. What do you mean? I just saw the light blink off. I was like, fuck. I could take or leave the tassels. Like, I get it visually, but like, just that jacket is just fucking sick. It's not for me. I chose my own path, set myself free. I go my own way. Swim against the stream. I will find the powers that breathe. I go my own way. Interesting. It is a different. It's like it's different, but it hints to that opening motif. It is slightly different. The notes are similar, if not the same, but it doesn't have the same, the little runs and stuff in it. But it gives like a little hint of that with a like it like kind of plays it out, but like not the same rhythm. And it has a little bit of the dun da to it, but it does like once, twice. It doesn't like keep repeating it. So like it gives little hints, like a little like callbacks to that motif, but it's also different at the same time. It's very interesting, and it's very open. Just there's a lot of open chords with this beautiful guitar melody line, and then the vocal singing the chorus with the chants and all that stuff popping out. This is a very, very catchy chorus, very cool chorus. But on top of that, I like the phrasing she has for these lines. Like, I feel like it's like stretched, but also pushed at the same time. Yeah, it's like it ends and like resets the cycle, because obviously, like kind of like in following a reverse on Voices in My Head, you're waiting for that repeat line to come back in the chorus, a voice in my head keep on telling me I'm gonna die, yeah, 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 and then it says more words. Lie, yeah. You're waiting for it to repeat back to that repeating die, yeah, yeah line. It's kind of the same thing with this. You're waiting for that I chant to come back, and you're expecting it to be a certain length, but it feels like the first few bars there kind of ends abruptly. I go my own way. I swim against the stream. It feels like the first one you're expecting it to be longer, a little bit elongated phrase, but it's like it's really short, and then it gets back to that chant really fast. It's like catchy. It sounds cool. It sounds awesome. I don't know what necessarily is happening there, why you have certain expectations that it shortens, but like it's cool and catchy. I like it. That dun 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 dun, like that is that dun 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 dun, but like faster dun 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 dun. Like it's getting little hints, getting a little callbacks to the motif. That's very cool. I think what it is about the first one, not necessarily that. I mean, it kind of feels like it's stretched so that it does kind of fit how long you think the phrase is going to be. But I feel like there's maybe going to be like a pause or something before we go back to I. But it like goes back there faster. But I like how like every word is like almost accented. It has an emphasis to it. I go my own way. I. That first bar there, swimmer gets the stream, doesn't have that emphasis or accent on every single one, I think. But the first one just like accents and pushes and emphasizes every word. Interesting. Very interesting. Nice shift back into the next verse there, just kind of an instant transition back into. Very nice, very cool. It's I could easily see there being like an instrumental interlude in between there before we get back to the next verse, but I kind of like that it just gets right back into it. I think that's pretty cool. Two something, 2-1 something. Is that 210? Is that 216? Don't know, but two anywhere between 210 to 219, somewhere in between there. Something about the riff into a breakdown, into nice something. Into some nice bends that they have in the guitar line. I like that. Into the solo, into a very interesting vocal fake out. I'm gonna see if that's what that was. But yeah. Just that whole section just has a lot of interesting stuff going down here, so let's listen for it. Yeah, I don't know if it was just the chorus riff that I just wanted to look at, and I just forgot about it the first time. I don't know. I'll see if it changes or anything like that. But first off, not only the lyrics themselves, just continuing the same subject matter, but just I love the words in general. This world is full of lies and deceit. I felt betrayal cut so deep. And the way she says, suffered defeat only to rise again, the way things cut off, and just has that just like very airy, gritty sound to it. It's just like really cool, and again has a very distinct push into the chorus, which if you've been watching, I love those. Like, it has to have a transition into the chorus, otherwise I feel like we haven't gone anywhere. Trial, it has a rising sound to it. It has a rising pitch in that scream, which fits the rise again lyrics there. That's fucking cool. Oh, that's nice. just like fucking railing that cymbal. I love that. Yeah, I think the riff is just, yeah. It's just, I wanted to discuss and we did, but we did it earlier. Anyways. So one, I was thinking about this at the end of the video and I forgot to mention it. But I like the scenery. It's like they was this traveling around and they just saw like, here's an either they saw or created, I don't know, or maybe people have made videos here before, I do not know. But you just have this open pit with just a rock face wall. Yeah, I guess that'd be the same face. Just wall, just of rock, just as almost like an auditorium behind you. Like that's fucking cool. Just very cool place in general. I also love the wires just running across everywhere and whatnot. That's kind of sick as well. But this, the song in general, like even during what would be maybe considered the breakdown section of the song, like nothing about it feels too heavy or like brutal or bogged down or anything. It's like all fitting this theme, being free and flying, soaring high into the sky, untethered and whatnot. So even during a breakdown section where you would expect it to get like heavy and brutal and down deep, it's just like open and soft and free. Like really nice fitting the theme of this song. I do enjoy that. And the melody lines that they wrote for the guitars are just gorgeous. It's that opening motif there. Now we are getting a little bit heavier here, a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier in the sound and whatnot, but it never gets too heavy. But I do like the section. I do like that alone scream out there. It's like that's pretty cool. And by that I mean she screamed out the word alone by herself. So it was alone, but also the word alone was being screamed out. Anyways. There's those nice little bends in there. I like that. So we have the motif that they just did, which is reminiscent of or the same as the opening motif, but now it's transposed lower and it has a little bit more distortion, a little bit more heaviness to it. Interesting. I like this choice musically. So not only is the solo just very beautiful, very again melodic. There's a lot of beautiful melodic lines in here. Really good backups from the rhythm guitar. Just everything is sounding beautiful about it. I love the nice little hammer-ons, pull-offs, and everything going on there. It just has this very electronic sound to it. But then you have, I think that's what I was considering that vocal fake out there, because it sounds like she's starting out the chorus with the I, but just like holding it as a scream, and then I think the chorus drops back in a little bit later. So let me get that again and see if that's what's going on here, if it's just a random vocal outburst during the solo. it does definitely sound like all the instruments transition to a different part of the solo, like different sounds than what they came from, and it does come at a downbeat where you could see the chorus coming back in. So it feels like a little bit like a chorus fake out. It was like it was about to start the chorus, but like we're not there yet. I could see Elisa writing something like that. She definitely has done that before when she was with the Agonists. Definitely had a fake out section, which is very interesting. But anyways. I think that's exactly what that was, because I was listening to it. I was listening as the bars were going by. I was like if it starts the chorus in the next phrase, like I think that's exactly what that was, and it had like kind of the same intensity, the same like I sound to it. Like I think that was a chorus fake out right there, and I was pretty sure. All right, what do we got in the end here? Pretty much just going back through the awesome chorus again, and the last 30-ish seconds of the song, when they play that opening motif, they bring it back again, and the piano, it's soft and smooth and beautiful. Like, come on. And then that last chord I just remembered, that low, meaty, fucking chord they have in there with a little, like two higher notes on top of that. Like, I'm getting chills just thinking about that. You just had those low chords, just kind of like being hit every now and then, but just like hanging over the beautiful melody line. That is fucking gorgeous, man. Wait for it. Ooh. That's a chord. Low chord. Like, it's an octave, but that's like sounds like it's maybe like 3 or 4 octaves up. But yeah, I think it's the same chord, just like again 3-4 transpose 3 or 4 octaves up. That's fucking gorgeous. Might be. I think it's an octave. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's gorgeous either way. Ooh. Let's fucking go, people. All right. Okay. So, I mean, that's always what I've liked about Arch Enemy. And I'm glad that at least I wanted to keep that spirit alive. I feel like I noticed that in the other song as well, but it's been so many years since I heard it that I can't remember. But the thing I always liked about Arch Enemy with Angela is that, like harsh for her. No clean vocals from everything I've heard, at least. Just all harsh vocals the whole way throughout. But like to supplement that soft cleanness, they write these insanely gorgeous melodic guitar lines that, as I've mentioned before, when you have vocal fry and screaming and all that stuff, it's very atonal. It doesn't really have a tonal center. There's different pitches to it, like kind of higher and lower and whatnot, different sounds you can get out of it, but it doesn't really have a tonal center. There's not really a whole lot of tone to it. So often when you there's genres of music that will take that atonalness and or write these beautiful riffs and guitars, keyboards, what have you, different instruments maybe, like woodwinds or stuff like that, and all of a sudden it sounds like the vocal line is mirroring that guitar riff or that melodic line, even though it's not, but it sounds like it is. It's a very interesting way to write, and Arch Enemy does that a lot, especially with Yesterday is Dead and Gone, with the riff throughout the chorus and whatnot. I was thinking of No Gods, No Master. What is yeah, the beautiful melodic line. It just sounds like that's what the vocal line is singing at some parts, but it's not, and that's really cool. So very gorgeous, sweeping over the top of the vocals. Instrumental lines is what Arch Enemy is really known for. So it being here as well, just fucking gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's a great effect. It sounds amazing. It's not, in my opinion, because I actually kind of realized that I think I might be a new metal head. Because I kind of really got into kind of metal, started like getting into that genre of music back when I was much younger with, like, I guess Linkin Park is technically considered new metal. I have a little bit of difficulty with the metal part. I would call it more new rock, but it is what it is. And I absolutely love Linkin Park, especially when I was growing up in middle school and high school and stuff like that. And first metal I really got into was Korn, which literally was the, maybe not the founders, but literally the people who brought new metal to the front light, and then Slipknot. So like, yeah, it really was kind of like the kind of metal that I grew up with. So I love the thought of just beautiful riffs in general, beautiful melodic riffs in general, but also the switching back and forth between clean and harsh that all those bands have done. Yeah, even Slipknot. It's not always common in Slipknot, but they have done it. So that's just kind of the genre of music I love. So Elisa herself is really good at doing that in a lot of her songs. I don't know if she's done that with Arch Enemy, because it sounds like she wanted to keep the true heart of Arch Enemy, which is just all harsh vocals, alive, but then she adds in her beautiful clean harmonies and like stuff like that in there. I'm sure there's songs where she goes back and forth. I just haven't heard them yet. But when she works with other people like Camelot and stuff, she'll add in both clean and harsh and whatnot. Like, I love that mixture of the two. So when you have the cleanness and beauty and melodic beauty of guitar lines mixed with harsh vocals, it fills that gap, and it just sounds so fucking catchy and awesome. That's what I absolutely really love about music like this. So that's gonna do it here for us today. Next we got Jonathan Young. Trying to remember what Jonathan Young song we're at. Part of Your World, that's right. And then we're gonna check out a completely different thing. I'm gonna keep it secret for now. We'll see what happens. Something that we've never checked out on this channel, just like the video before. We've never checked out anything like that on this channel. I did mention it if you watched a different video, so you will know, if not. And then we're going to come back with Arch Enemy, and we're going to tackle Nemesis, which I think is a popular song, but I don't know. It's one I haven't heard, so we'll find out. So thank you all for joining me. Arch Enemy, thank you so much for the music. Very appreciated. And I will see you all next time.